Oh man, you wanna know how long it's been since I've been on the saddle? Haven't been in a saddle in a while. It's been a good minute. Guess I got these new gloves. They actually fit my hands. These are the Fox Bombers. They smell like a wetsuit and feel great. Alright. Hey, not bad. No choke or anything. Alright, a little exposition. So, first off, happy Christmas to all. What happened with me in the past week or so was kind of just life, I guess. Had a lot of stuff going on with school. I got promoted at work to a management position, so it's been longer hours, more demanding stuff. Basically, we're getting back on the bike. We're gonna make some good stuff. So with these new videos and whatnot, I'm gonna be on the bike. I'm gonna be on the Supermoto. I absolutely love this bike, this whole setup. It's been amazing. I am dying to get an exhaust. I'm dying to get a Sena headset. So I actually wanted to make a video series for you guys. It was gonna be called Worth or Nah. So Worth or Nah video series is gonna be essentially me buying stuff for either my bike or accessories or gear, and I give you a full honest review. I buy it, use it for a little bit, and I just tell you guys what I think. So tell me what you think about that idea for a video series. I think that'd be pretty cool, pretty interesting. And also, big things are happening next year where I'm gonna get a new truck. And when I say new, I mean a new used truck. I don't have the money to throw down for a new one. I absolutely love this GMC Sierra. It's been a great truck to me. I feel like it's pretty common for guys who like bikes to like vehicles. So throw me a comment in the section below for either an all-wheel drive sedan or coupe, whatever, that I could possibly get, or a truck that you guys would recommend. Disclaimer, I am not a Dodge fan. If you have a question as to why I'm not a Dodge, or why I don't like Dodge, why I'm not a part of the Mopar gang, we could talk about that in another video. Alright, we're warmed up. Alright, let's go. Oh man, it feels so good to be back on the bike. This is pure joy. Oh man, I love my bike. Get yourself a bike you like. You'll be changing your pants every ride. Why are the gates open? I don't have to go through that side one. Tires aren't warm. Let's do some leaning. Woo! I love how much you can lean on this thing. Alright guys, so video topic of the day. You probably read the title and you're wondering, why shouldn't you buy a leader bike? And well, I know it may sound weird having me on my DRZ talking smack about leader bikes and whatnot, but let me just tell you what I've learned through experience. Story time real quick. I have a buddy who had a Ninja 300, and it's just a nice little sport bike. Great starter, great beginner for anyone who wants a sport bike. Really cool looking bike, decent power. We did a few pulls. I wish I had recorded that, but we would do a few 0 to 60 pulls, and it was a quick little bike. It was cool. He told me once, he said some person came up to him and they were like, "Oh, what do you ride?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I just have this Ninja 300." And they're like, "Oh, you don't even have a 600?" Acting like, having a 600 is just the man card. And the problem I have with that is a 300 is plenty fast for any new rider, any rider my age who doesn't want to just get lost in the power of the bike and be at the hospital before their 21st birthday. I respect the people who take the time out to learn on a 300 and whatnot, because they understand that if you jump straight to something like a 600cc bike, and given this guy had no bike experience before, just watching some YouTube videos, getting inspired, and going and buying a bike. So, with that knowledge, it's cool that he took the right steps to get a safer bike for him and not a 600cc bike that goes 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. Point that I'm driving at. Bear with me. So, moving forward, he just recently became a Gixxer bro and got a Gixxer 600. I believe it's a 2008. Really nice bike, really cool, but the power gain, which, I mean, and you can think this is good or bad depending on if you're a mother or a 21-year-old kid. Having a 600cc bike, that thing goes 0 to 60 in like 3.1 seconds, something like that. Has like 120 horsepower-ish. So what I'm getting at is this bike is ridiculous. I don't know what this guy's doing. What are you doing, Jeep? What are you, what? You're just gonna hit that car? What are you doing? Dude, that Jeep is nuts. I don't even know where I'm going. So, enter the somewhat new, but still, you know, a little experienced rider who now has a 600cc like my buddy. You know, loads of power, way more than you'll ever need. In my head, it's like, why would anyone need a leader bike? I don't get it. And when I mean leader bike, I am generalizing, you know, because obviously there's a lot of different types of leader bikes. And you know, because obviously they have like the sport touring bikes, they have, you know, the naked sport bikes and everything. But I'm just generalizing leader bikes as the super sport bikes and whatnot that are just designed for the track. Absolutely no creature comfort amenities, nothing like that. You're 100% hunched over. That's what I don't like about them. They're so built for speed, and I feel like we kind of forget that like a 600cc bike will take you up to, you know, 150, 160 miles per hour, and also get you 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. Which, guys, that's also why, a huge reason why I never got into sport bikes. I would love to ride a sport bike, but, you know, the danger factor, these bikes, their insurance is so much higher because they're typically the people who are going down. People who stunt these bikes, people who race these bikes, they're crazy, man. You gotta, you know, anyone who thinks that they'll keep themselves in check with the power of a bike like that, they're just wrong. They're just wrong. I don't know how else to say it. Like, yeah, I understand that, you know, you could have very experienced riders who are very good at keeping themselves in check with, you know, the amount of power that a bike like that can put down. But at the end of the day, you still have that crazy amount of power that I believe personally is way too much for someone in their early 20s. You know, I see Cycle Cruiser and whatnot and other riders, you know, do it with Dan. I mean, look at Do It With Dan, man. Like, I know that some people will give me crap about how I ride. You know, I ride very conservatively. I don't pop, you know, 12 o'clock wheelies, all this stuff. And the people who give me crap for not doing that stuff, it's like, I don't care at all about those troll comments, because at the end of the day, like, you know, people like Do It With Dan. They've been in bad crashes and whatnot, and I'm not saying it was his fault. I don't remember the details of like his crash, but there's things that happen with that stuff where it's like, it's just you're putting yourself in so much more danger by having a leader bike, by having these bikes that go 180 miles per hour and go 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. To me, it's just like, why wouldn't you just get a 600? I don't understand. And I know, you know, because then you know, devil's advocate would be like, okay, well, why does anyone need, you know, fast sport cars or anything? Like, because if I had a load of money, you know, I'd have every different type of sports car that goes 200 miles per hour. But you have to understand, man, this is the world of bikes, and you are naturally at more danger. Not to say that cars aren't, but you are at more danger in this world. So essentially, the thesis of my argument is just going to be, if a 600cc bike can take you up to 150 to 160 miles per hour, if it could do 0 to 60 and a give or take 0.2 or 3 second spread of a leader bike, oh whoa, dude, McLaren. If it could do all that, why buy a leader bike? Why? I don't get it. So if you guys, you know, if you agree with me, if you think that the leader bikes are maybe a little too over the top, a little too ridiculous, give me a like, share, subscribe. All the other people, you're probably just a Jixer bro. I'm just kidding. But I hope everyone rides safe. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. Those are just my thoughts on leader bikes. I think that they're a little bit too much. If I could have fun on this type of bike right here, woo! Why can't people have fun like this on a 600? You know what I mean? So, got some lean action. Man, I love this Supermoto, dude. This is just a good time. Got to warm up them tires. Look at that. It weirds everyone out. Everyone's like, why you do this? Like I said, guys, tell me what you think about the car situation, whether I should get a car or truck. Tell me if you guys want to see some vlogs on that and whatnot. I think it'd be super cool to do a build series on, you know, a potential truck or car that I'm gonna have. We'll see what happens with all that. But as of right now, I will be weaving, leaning, doing all the good Supermoto stuff you can do on this bike. Let's get it.